Welcome to Baking It Down, presented by the Waffle House Football League. This is Sean Tiemann, co-hosting this week's episode.
And I'm your other co-host, Hayden Tiemann. So without further ado, let's dive into the last week of the regular season.
Show me your TDs. Got beat up this week by the Boone Valley Bitches. Bitches got revenge on your TDs, 119-74. With Jaden Hurts leading the charge for the Boone Valley Bitches with 2 passing and 1 rushing touchdown. Jaden Hurts, you're a stud. This week, our KC Killers, Casey's team, was able to fend off Travis's cool team, 120-110. It looked like Robinson's 92 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2-point conversion was not quite enough. Denver Nuggets just blew the shit out of the Ranchero Las Vegas team this week, 173-126. I cannot believe it. Even though we get a quarterback like Allen that puts up 55.3 points, still could not put the smackdown down. And the Denver Nuggets come out with the win. In other news, Sean's standouts went wop, wop, wop against Houston's Happy Indian. Happy Indian just beat the crap out of me this week, 142-96. Thanks to Jacobs with 3 rushing touchdowns, 66 rushing yards, and just, at the end of the day, just made me look silly. So, Houston's Happy Indians ends this one with a 10-3 season, as Sean's standout team ended with an unimpressive 5-8 season.
My matchup would go a lot smoother, with the New Orleans Paints taking down Raw Sauce Gillette yet again, 115-108. Justin Jefferson would lead the charge for New Orleans with 2 receiving touchdowns and 132 yards to boot. This advances us to an 8-6 record, while Raw Sauce Gillette will remain at 9-5. And to round out our last matchups of Week 14, the Big Brown Dax got a big win against Brock's Bold team as they blow them out with over double their score, 150-71. Big Brown Dax firepower came at the hands of Puka Nacua, who was one of only 3 players needed to beat Brock this week. Now we will quickly stop to take a look at everyone's best and worst picks with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Kicking things off, Casey and the Killers made a good choice starting Sam Darnold over Kyler Murray, who scored an impressive 38 points while benching Kyler Murray's 20. This 17-point differential would make a big difference in a game whose win margin was only 9.65. The mistake of playing DJ Moore over Jordan Addison would be upsetting, but not detrimental, as the 27-point differential would not make a huge dent in that 45-point win margin. And of course, the Las Vegas Rancheros will set the standard with our ugly pick as Kenneth Walker was played, who was out and scored 0 points for Las Vegas. Would this have made a difference in a game whose point margin was 23.7? I don't know, but it could have made things a lot closer.
So as we roll into the standings after 14 weeks, here's what we got. The top dog is Houston's Happy Endings. He must be pretty happy these days. Brock's Bold team follows right behind. Raw Sauce Gillette in 3. New Orleans Paints came up a position, and now they're running at 4, as Show Me TD dropped and is now in position 5. As we finish off the top 6, we have, yes, KC Killers in the top 6. I know that's crazy, but they did make it. As we look at the other side of the bracket, the bottom 4 now we are looking at. It looks like it is Travis's cool team to lead off the bottom of the pack. Sean's standout team follows right behind. The Boone Valley Bitches sit really close to the bottom, but not quite as far down as the Las Vegas Rancheros, which fall at the bottom of the league. What is going to happen is going to be quite interesting over the next few weeks. Quarterfinal playoffs, Week 14. Loser's bracket on this week has a bye. Good or bad, that is what it is. But in the winners bracket, we have Houston's Happy Endings. The big dog has to take on Big Brown this week. We have Raw Sauce taking on the KC Killers. Let's see who comes out of those two. And then we've got Denver Bok Bok Chicken Nuggets playing Brock's Bold Team. And finally rounding things out, we have the New Orleans Paints versus Show Me TDs. Let's see who shows in that last final game. It's going to be an interesting one, folks. So as we come down the stretch, let's have some fun. And let's see who comes out as number one and who comes out as the womp womp loser.
That is all we have time for today. I hope the playoffs treat you all well, and we will catch you next week.